Brandon here, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about some of the Burmese pythons we produced. We had our first successful clutch just this year, and the babies are absolutely beautiful. I really love Burmese pythons. I enjoy how they interact. I enjoy the overall size of them and just how, I guess, like friendly they are, or how docile they are, I guess. So I do want to show you the adults first, and then we're going to go into show you some of the babies. So let me get the parents. All right, so I have the dad out first, which he is a green granite. So this mutation is also called patternless, and I've given this guy kind of two names. One is Littlefoot and the other one's Pickle Rick. So when he was a baby, he kind of reminded me of like the little brontosaurus from Line Before Time. But overall, he's a cool snake. I've had him since, what, 2017 maybe? So that puts him at what, like 7 years old or something like that. He's not massive. He's, you know, not tiny either, but he's super chill. I really like him. I really like the color that he is and his overall look. Try and bring him in close so you can kind of see. It's very bland, kind of cream, like light, kind of olive green color, which I think is really cool. So, but he is a cool snake, and I really like him. At the end of the day, he's a cool animal. I don't know if I will be pairing this pair again, so he'll probably just live out the rest of his life here as a pet. Just a cool snake. I like him. Let's get to the mom. So mom, as you can imagine, is a little bit more of a workout. So here she is. She is a hypogranite Hetford green, and granite hypos are just stupid nice looking. They have this really beautiful kind of yellow, kind of cream. There we go. So her name is Pebbles for obvious reasons, with all the kind of spotting and dark colors, or not dark colors, spotting and almost like kind of cheetah pattern that she has. But she is also a very cool snake and much larger than the male. But I've had her since I want to say like 2015 or something like that. So, I mean, she's working on almost 10 years old, and she's this size. And I've had her since she was a tiny little baby. And overall, much like the male, I really like her. I really like, oh, come on, be cooperative. She's a lot more snake to wrangle, and as you can see, she is, you know, pretty decent sized, but she's pretty manageable. And overall, these guys are really cool. They just kind of chill and cruise around. They're not super squirmy, like say like a retic would be. They just kind of cruise. They use you as a nice little tree, hang out on you, and they're really fun to interact with. So these are definitely one of my favorite snakes. Although I don't necessarily plan on having a ton of them, I do really enjoy the ones that I like. So I look forward to these. And, you know, this coming season, we're going to be doing a few more pairings to hopefully produce some caramel granite pieds, which are going to be super, super exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, so I'm going to get mom back in her enclosure, and then we're going to pull out the babies and check those out. All right, so one thing I was not aware of with the baby Burms is they are bastards. So I got a hook, and this is basically how I dealt with them. And I mean, it really worked out well. I didn't know that, so you know, shout out to Dylan from DS Balls. He basically told me that they come out super feisty, and basically just handling them will, you know, get them to chill out. So all I basically did was, oh shush, this one's clearly not having it today for some reason. But what I would do is I would just use the hook, and then I would get them used to me handling them. Let me lower that a little bit. I would get them used to me handling them using the hook, and, hey bud, once they basically understand that this is hangout time, what I can do is I can basically get rid of the hook, and then they basically chill out, they cruise around, they enjoy relatively being interacted with. I haven't had any issues with any of them, basically being feisty with me. They have basically accepted the hook training and understood, hey, like, this is time to hang out, not time to be feisty. And I appreciate them for that, because it's so hard to like see something so beautiful and not want to constantly interact with them. So I'm really happy that I've been able to basically hook train all these guys for them to understand that I am not a threat, that I am in fact their buddy, and being able to interact with them. Because if there's one thing, interacting with baby Burms while they're super easily manageable in this cute, friendly size, it's really rewarding and enjoyable. So now I'm going to kind of show you each one of the babies in a little bit cleaner of a setup. I did just want to mention that interacting with snakes that may have a little bit of an attitude is best done using a hook in small increments of time, and basically getting them used to that positive interaction with you. And then they tame down really well and they interact with you. And it's enjoyable for you and probably for the animal as well, because you're no longer really a threat. So let's take a look at the other ones. So you may be saying to yourself, this looks exactly like the one that we just had out. And you would be correct. This is the green granite het hypo male. And what I want to do is I want to get some decent shots of these guys so I can use these listings for my morph market, basically. That's kind of the plan. So I want to get some decent shots of them just cruising around, showing how beautiful they look, because I truly do believe these guys are awesome. And out of all the big snakes, personally, I think the Burms are the best ones. So, and that's mostly because of their demeanor, their overall, attitude, ability to chill out, and they just kind of cruise. Like, they're not zippy like, say, a retic, and they don't do the destructive behavior like pushing their face into oblivion during breeding season. So, really a fan of these guys. So again, male, hypo granite, 100% het for green. So this one here is basically the all-gener. So this is a hypo green granite. So she has that same kind of little mustard yellowy kind of cream look. A couple little spots and stuff along the body, but overall she's going to be fairly patternless as she gets older with this really cream look. And I like it. It's like a, I don't know, like a soft mustard yellow kind of look to her. It's very creamy. Let's see if we can get her to stay still. Yeah, there we go. Bring her body in a little more. You can see like a little bit of those spots going on her body. But overall, again, really cool. And this one is a female, so. But you can see she's just hanging out. The tongue flicks are very curious tongue flicks. She's just checking out the environment, seeing what's going on. And again, this is pretty much just with minimal handling, using the snake hook to, basically let them know, hey, we're not a threat, and we're just hanging out. We're here to have a good time. And then, we just have those good positive interactions. And then after that, they go back into their home, and that's pretty much it. So again, female, hypo green granite. Yep, so here we have basically an exact copy of the dad. So this is a green granite male. So you see he has more of a darker kind of brown-green color as a baby. As he gets older, the pattern is going to lighten up a little bit more, and it's all going to turn a little bit creamier. But you can see really cool head pattern on him, and then very faint pattern on his body, practically none. But he does have that really cool kind of cream brown color. And as he ages, that's going to just get a little bit lighter. And overall, he's going to end up looking just like the dad, which I think is a really cool look. And there's really not much else to say. They're just really cool, really rewarding animals. If you are interested in having a big snake that is pretty relaxed, a Burmese Python is very rewarding once you put the time in as they're growing up, and they become an amazing adult. So And we have one more to show you because we did not have great success with hatching the babies. We actually had 30 something that came out. 15 of them were slugs from the beginning, and then during incubation a lot of them went bad or had kinks or just died halfway through. It was pretty rough. And then we ended up getting 4 babies, 3 that you've already seen, and then 1 more that I've yet to show you. So I'm going to pull that one out next. So this one is a female, and as you can see, her neck, shoulder area or whatever right there is a little chunky. So she has some sort of kink going on. So while this female is not for sale, if anyone is interested in her, I'll gladly just include her to you. Just cover the shipping charges, and we'll get her sent out to you. So she's just like the last male that you've seen. So she is a green granite. She's pretty chill. She does still huff and puff a little bit, so she's not as acclimated to it as the other ones. But like I said, you can see how that front half is pretty chunky, but she's doing good. She's eating well on frozen thawed like everyone else, and overall, doing good. So she just, isn't exactly 100% perfect, but she could be a cool and rewarding snake for you. So if you're a longtime watcher of my videos and you're interested in having one of these, just take care of the shipping charges and I'll get her to you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a beautiful green granite female that's going to end up looking just like the dad that I showed a little bit ago. All right, so there you have it. There are our baby Burmese pythons. Beautiful snakes. I really like them. And like I said, I think if you're interested in having a bigger snake that is pretty chill, easy to manage, doesn't get that huge. I mean, you've seen the adults, they're really not going to get much bigger. I feed the female, pretty much every 3 weeks, like once a month, like a 10 or 15 pound rabbit. And that's it. The male, he gets extra large rats every other week. And even then I could probably push that out a little bit, but it's just pretty much just to maintain. They're hanging out in their cage. I take them out usually once a week to cruise around for a little bit, get a little bit of exercise. But overall, maintenance and everything on them is pretty easy. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about the babies, what you thought about the adults, if the Burmese pythons are for you. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for taking your time to watch this one. Bye.